My cat was acting very weird. He wouldn't leave me alone. He followed me everywhere, bathroom, kitchen, bedroom. Even when I sat on the couch, he climbed into my lap at first. I thought he just wanted treats. I couldn't have been more wrong. Rusty wasn't normally clingy. Usually he'd sleep by the window, wander outside, then come home whenever he felt like it. Something was different. Every time I stood up, he stood up. Every time I walked away, he followed, even while I slept. I woke up to him staring at me. It started feeling strange. The next morning, I figured everything was normal again. Rusty followed me into the kitchen, then into the living room, then into the bathroom. I couldn't even brush my teeth without seeing an orange tail behind me. "Buddy," I said, "you're making this weird. He didn't meow. He didn't beg for treats. He just stayed close." You know how cats are. They'll ignore you for 6 hours, then suddenly act like you owe them a mortgage payment. But by the second day, it wasn't cute anymore. If I stood up, Rusty stood up. If I sat down, he climbed beside me. If I closed the bedroom door, he scratched until I opened it. I even tried putting him outside for a little while like I normally did. He walked right back in, even if he loved going outside. A friend came over that afternoon. The first thing she noticed was Rusty. "Your cat always this clingy?" I laughed. Only this week he bent down to pet him. Rusty ignored him completely. His eyes stayed on me. My friend smiled. "I think you've got a bodyguard," I joked. "He's doing a terrible job." "I can't even go to the bathroom alone," we both laughed. Rusty didn't. That evening, I tried putting Rusty outside like I normally did. He refused to move. Instead, he walked back inside, jumped onto the couch, and watched me. It was almost as if he didn't want me alone. I remember thinking, "You're acting weird." I had no idea. I was the one who should have been worried. That night, I barely slept. Rusty kept climbing onto the bed. He'd jump off, walk around, come back, tap my arm, then stare toward the hallway, over and over again. I finally sighed. "Buddy, let me sleep." He laid beside me, but he never closed his eyes. Later that night, Rusty woke me up again, not by meowing, but by licking my face with his rough sandpaper-like tongue. Over and over, I was like, "What in the world is this?" I finally got out of bed. That's when I smelled it. Gas. I smelled gas, a faint smell coming from the kitchen. One burner on the stove hadn't turned off completely. If Rusty hadn't kept waking me, I probably would have slept through it. I hurriedly shut everything off, opened every window, sat on the floor, still shaking. Then Rusty just simply sat beside me, like nothing had happened. The next morning, he was back to normal, sleeping, stretching, ignoring me, almost like his job was finished. I looked at him and laughed. "So, you're fired as my alarm clock." He blinked once, and went back to sleep. Nothing changed after that night. Rusty still wakes me before sunrise. He still sits on my keyboard. He still sheds orange fur on every black shirt I own. He's still just Rusty. The only thing that changed was me. Now when he looks at me like he's trying to say something, I listen, because once I almost didn't, and I don't want to wonder what would have happened if I'd ignored him one more time. To this day, people still ask me if I think animals understand us. I don't know, maybe they do, or maybe they don't. Possibly they may just simply notice things we miss. Either way, I'll never ignore Rusty when he's trying to tell me something again. If you enjoy our story, please subscribe to Arthur and Rusty's Heartwarming Journey. Thank you all for watching.